Hey there, it's Ryan Stewman with HardcoreCloser.com and welcome to this week's Ask the Closer. Listen, this week's question comes from Periscope. The bad thing is when I'm streaming live calls on Periscope, and if you're not already following me there, it is at Ryan Stewman. But when I stream live sales calls a couple times a week on Periscope, I do it unannounced, so make sure that you subscribe if you're into that kind of thing. People will ask me questions sometimes because prospects don't always answer the phone on the first time you call them. That's just how it is sometimes, right? So people ask me questions on there and I don't always catch their username, but this week's question came from Periscope, no doubt. So this week, one of the Periscope users asked me how much time I had actually invested into writing, the copywriting and everything that I do. And while most people know me as like the hardcore closer, the guy that gets on the phone, streams sales calls and everything else like that, the majority of the time that I spend in my business is designed around writing. I wake up at 5:30 every single morning, and the first thing I do is crack open a Monster. I thought you thought I was going to say beer, didn't you? You thought I had it like that. But I crack open a Monster, sit down, get my thoughts together for a minute. I'd open up my Evernote and I start blogging. That's like first thing in the mornings when I have the best ideas. It's when I have the freshest time. Today alone, this morning, I wrote 6 blog posts before 10 a.m., right? So that's scheduled out blog posts on my Hardcore Closer blog for the whole entire month, plus anything I add between now and then. But when Periscope, the person on Periscope asked me specifically how much time I spent on copywriting, one of my friends that comes over pretty often to my house was sitting behind me listening to me make the sales calls, and I just spun the camera around real quick and asked him, and he said the same thing, 90% of my time spent on copywriting. And here's why. This is the most important part of this video this week. The why behind, the reason why I spend so much time working on my copywriting skills is people are talking and verbalizing less and less. See, the number one fear that humans have is public speaking. That's right, people are less afraid of bears, snakes, falling off buildings and everything else than they are of public speaking. So people don't want to get on the phone. People don't want to be sold face to face, but what they will do is they will read and make a decision. So you've got to learn as a salesperson to be able to be persuasive when you write. And if I'm not practicing that every day, just like you practice your craft getting on the phone and closing people, you practice your craft getting in front of a crowd of people and closing them, I'm practicing that, plus I'm practicing writing, because when people stop showing up and we already know that they're answering the phone less and less and less, I want to be able to have the material that they can read and make that informed decision on. And I can't become a better writer every single day if I'm not practicing, and I can't compete with the people who are out there practicing right now if I don't practice harder than them. So that's my answer this week. If you're in sales, just know that you can be replaced by technology. It's sad. I know you probably don't want to hear that, but most of us can be replaced by technology. The better you are at leveraging technology, a lot of that has to deal with text. Facebook, you have to write to be on Facebook. Sure, you can make videos like this, but most Facebook posts are pictures and text. That revolves around your blog, your sales pages, and everything else. So if you're a salesman, you can use technology to replace yourself. All those sales pitches that you're having to make on the phone calls and everything else, you can put on a web page and have people read that. Listen, you can't do multiple sales calls at once, but you can have multiple direct message conversations, right? You can be selling people through chat message, multiple people at a time, but you can't do that with telephone. So it's super efficient, and I highly suggest you learn it. Make sure you check back here every single week at the Hardcore Closer fan page, where we'll post videos where you can ask the closer. Use the hashtag on Twitter, Ask the Closer, or you can use the hashtag on Facebook as well, Ask the Closer. Talk to you next week.